She's so pretty, you guys. Oh, I love it. This lip combination is it. Hey guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I am so excited for this video because we're talking new makeup and we have a bunch of fun new products to talk about today. I did this makeup look using the new products, and one is currently my obsession of life. I would love to know. There's a bunch of launches coming. I have mostly everything ordered at this point that's new right now, but I would love to know down below which ones you're most excited about. I cannot wait to start reviewing, testing, and all of that for you guys. But yeah, I just want to kind of jump into this video and get started. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into this new makeup video. Okay, you are in closer. Let's get into it. And let's throw some makeup on my face. Because right here we have some hitchhikers. My time of the month was rude to me this month, and I got some pretty bad hyperpigmentation, even though it's only been about 2 or 3 days that I've had these very intense, ugly marks on my face, and they've been lightening up. I feel like what I've been doing has been working really well, so I'm excited to talk about that more once they kind of go away. But I digress. Let's get into the video. First things first. We're gonna do some new brow products, and this one is very new. This is from Kosas, and this is their new brow gel that's meant to be kind of like a brow lamination style look gel. And this I was really intrigued by because I saw that it had a really cool brush. So this is the brush without the gel, and it has like kind of regular teeth, like plastic teeth, and then this style teeth or brush to kind of like really get them plastered to your head, if you will. And then the brow gel is in here. And although this hasn't been out very long, I have a very strong opinion on this. So I felt like it was time, because I did a good couple days in when I was really warm and like sweating and whatever, because I was in studio lights. And then also I did days where I was running around, and I really feel like I got a really good feel for this product. So we're gonna just apply her. So the gel has been applied. I'm gonna go to the back side with this, and I'm gonna go with the side with the more traditional, like true bristle style brush. And I'm going to press down on the brow hairs. Not too hard. I don't love the super laminated look on me. I just think it looks a little bit crazy, but to kind of really get them where I want them to be. All right, brow gel's on. I'm gonna let this dry for a second. It dries actually relatively quickly, but just give it a second before I fill my brows in. So I actually was shocked with how much I like this. In general, I am pretty picky when it comes to clear brow products, just because I feel like a lot of the time, especially because I have really dark hair, they can make it look like your brow hairs are almost like peeling sometimes over time. This one does not do that. This also has a little bit of a shine to it, but like a little bit of, not a super jelly look, but it does have a touch of shine to it when it dries down. It doesn't dry down fully matte, but it doesn't dry down fully shiny like other brow gels that I have that I also enjoy. It kind of is a nice in-between, at least in my opinion. And right now you can see like they really are dry, but also they're very much in place and they do not move. By the end of the day, when I'm removing my makeup, and I usually use like a micellar water or something like that to remove my makeup, I find that I really need to kind of make sure I go over my brows like extra, because the product is still really on it. I really like the way that this holds the brows, and this is definitely going to be a new favorite of mine, just because I find myself only wanting to grab this right now, which I find, because I have some favorites that are like ride or die, and right now I'm really wanting to grab this the most. It is very, very nice, and I love the way it wears, and it doesn't flake, it doesn't peel. I don't know, it has a really nice consistency. It is really, really good. I highly recommend checking this out. Now let's move on to complexion, because I need to cover her up, because I'm sick of looking at her. She needs to be removed from my site for right now. So we're moving on to complexion. And today we're talking about the new Kosas BB Burst. And I got the shade 32, I believe. Yes, 32. I like that the actual shade is super big. I will say that is, sometimes I'm with microscopes trying to read what I actually got. So I love that. I will say this product is not going to be for everyone. I just want to preface that now because it's going to work for some skincare prep, for some skin types, and really not work for others. So this is a gel kind of product. And okay, this is the shade 32. I just want to really show you. It's a pretty good shade match. I was actually proud of myself. I was agonizing. I was so unsure on what product to get, and I just kind of went with it, and I was impressed with myself. So this is the product here. What I will say is not all skin prep is going to work with this. Some skin prep will pill. It will, because it is a gel base and you need to use something that is more of a gel based style to work with it, because if not, it is going to be pilling all over the place. I also have found that a lot of sunscreens, I've noticed, not all, but a lot of them do pill. So try and find something that you have that works with this kind of base. It doesn't have to be necessarily a gel based sunscreen, but not all sunscreens are going to work with this. So that is also something to note. Now, I have found the best way to blend this out is with a beauty sponge. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna apply that to my face. That's a pretty good shade match, I would say. And I feel like I applied way too much just then, but that's okay. And I'm just going to blend it out with a sponge. Now this is very light in coverage, so this is not gonna cover my hyperpigmentation. We're gonna go in with something to cover it, but it is very pretty on the skin once you kind of figure out how it works for you. But again, I want to just do half of my face first so you can see. But again, this is not going to be something that works for everybody because of the base and the fact that it's gel based. So sometimes using your fingers can make you pill more. That is something to know. What sunscreen or what skincare you use can make it pill more. I did try it without any like skincare underneath just to see if it was better on its own. I do find that it works really well without skincare underneath it, if that works for you. For me, I need skincare because I will not function if I can't use some skincare, but it does work really well without skincare. So that is half done. So we blended her out with some, just this, and you can see there's still stuff that kind of pops through. You can build this up, but she does dry down. And if you build it up, no problem, but you need to blend it out with a beauty sponge, because if not, it just ends up being a little crazy because it just pills. It is a temperamental product. But it is very beautiful on the skin and very natural looking. So there are a lot of positives. It's just you got to find a way to make it work for your skin. That is it blended out, just one pump. And you can still see hyperpigmentation shining through. It is definitely a more sheer or light coverage product, but you can build her up a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a little bit more, and specifically just on my hyperpigmentation, I'm going to apply a touch more of the product. If you are layering it in multiple layers, use a sponge. If not, it can pill if you're using your fingers. And sometimes, depending on how you're using a brush, if you're swiping it, it's going to pill. If you're tapping it in, it's fine, but it really is dependent. And we're just going to blend her out. See, that's a little bit better. So we have a little bit more coverage. This is not going to give me full coverage, but it is going to tone everything down, which is what I need. So now you can see that is it fully blended out. I layered a little bit more on here just for a touch more coverage. But again, this is more of a light coverage product. You can layer it, but you definitely need to use a sponge. Just, I feel like the sponge is the way to succeed with this product, and also the skincare prep. I want to let this sit for a second. So now we're going to fill in my brows. I'm going to go in with the Victoria Beckham Beauty eyebrow pencil. I have the shade dark brown, I believe. Okay. Oh, dark brown. I'm a genius. And I've talked about this before, but this is a really nice kind of If you ever used the Kosas the original brow pencil that they came out with that isn't quite as pinpointy, this kind of reminds me of that, just a little bit smaller in shape. And we're just gonna go and fill in. All right, happy with the brows, feeling good about it. And when I use this brow pencil or even the Westman Atelier one, even though this is like a true more, it's like a jelly product, it almost has like a pomade feel to it. It doesn't move like the brow gel, which is great when you use any kind of more waxy feeling brow pencil. You don't have to worry about these moving. They're literally in place forever, which is amazing. So now what I want to do is I do want to go on with a little bit of extra coverage on my hyperpigmentation because like go away. We're going to go on with the Merit Beauty Foundation Concealer Stick. I wear the shade Buff in this, and I'm just going to use a touch here, just a little bit. I don't want to overdo. And I'm going to then blend with my fingers. You can let it sit a little bit longer. I just am impatient and don't want to do that. Okay, we are all concealed. I'm very happy with how this is all looking. Now we're going to move on. I'm going to do a little bit of bronzer, not a ton, and then we're going to move on to a new cheek product. I'm going to go on with this bronzer from Rosé because I don't want a lot of bronzer or color. I just want a touch of just definition to the face, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this brush, which is the Heavenly Luxe number 7, and I'm just going to lightly apply bronzer without it being too heavy. I'm going to take a little bit of what's left on the back of my hand and just pull it down the sides of my nose. Okay, we are all bronzed. Next, I'm actually going to go on with concealer first. I was going to do concealer after the new blush, but I feel like this will be better. Still have that a little remnants of that bug bite. I think it'll be gone really soon. It's just a very little bit. And I'm just gonna, that was the Cool Feet concealer, which you know is the love of my life. This is a fresh one in the shade Mango Drop. Love her. I'm gonna blend out with a sponge. Then I want to take a little bit extra just right here on this eye and right here on this eye where I have some darkness. Then I'm going to just take my finger and blend all of that out with my finger and just keep it really in the spot that I need that extra coverage. We are concealed. Now let's move on to the new cheek product. We're talking about this today. This is from Iris and Romeo, and this is their multi-stick, so you can use it on your face, your lips, whatever. I got the shade Warm Flush. I wanted something that was very much going to give me that summer sun-kissed look in a way that wasn't super red, because I feel like a lot of the very sun-kissed products are very red, and that I feel like on me can look a little bit like a clown. So this is the shade Warm Flush, and you can apply it directly to your cheeks. I find the best way to apply this is actually to use a brush, because it is it's a very no makeup product, and it really gives you a subtle flush in the best way. You can build it up, but when you use a brush, you get a little bit more control of the product, but you also, it kind of gives more pigmentation that way. That's at least how I prefer to wear it. Look how pretty that shade is, you guys. Look. Isn't that the perfect like sun-kissed summer and spring kind of shade where you really want it to give that back from the beach kind of look? And I apply this just to the back of my hand, and it really wasn't that much, as you can see, and the pigmentation really is there, but it is subtle. I'm also going to take a little bit and put it on the tip of my nose and kind of just add some blush without it being too intense. You can also just do across the bridge, but for me, I find that that can look a little crazy, so I just like to do a bit on the tip of the nose. So now you can kind of see that it kind of forms more of a summer blushed up, kind of fresh from the beach, a little bit of sun kiss, kind of slight sunburn, but in a good way, not a real sunburn type of look. And what I like to do to kind of create that towards the end is I take whatever's left on the back of my hand, which is barely anything, and whatever is left on the brush, and you kind of just put it towards the front, but it's a very minimal amount of product. And because this is a very sheer product in a positive way, it's so hard to mess this product up. So I want to put this on the back of my hand just so you can see. I'm going to blend it out, and it really does blend into, like, you cannot tell that there's product, but there is pigmentation, and it looks really, really nice. Now, what I will say about this is, I'm obsessed with this, but what I will say about this is not going to be for everyone because of how sheer it is. I really like it because I figured out the way that I like to wear it, which is with a brush. I find using it with your finger shears it out too much, but it also definitely, the best way, in my opinion, to wear this is to also set it with a powder, because if not, it's not going to last all day, just because it is a more sheer product, and a lot of cream and liquid blushes don't last really long unless it's, let's say, the Rare Beauty liquid blush one. That one lasts really, really long on the cheeks. So it's just something to be aware of, but I love this product. I love the flush that it gives my skin. It just looks so freaking good. I don't know. What do you guys think? Now what I want to do is I actually just want to go, because we're sticking with the kind of flushed beach look. I want to kind of keep the makeup super minimal today. So I don't want to do anything with my eyes really. I want to take just a little bit of bronzer, just a touch, and put it in. Okay, if this would stay facing me, that'd be great. Just a little bit in my crease, and just use my finger to blend it out. And then take a very small amount of this and put it just on a little brush, and just pull, just so I have a little bit of darkness under my eyes, which I know sounds crazy, but I feel like it makes your makeup look a little bit more lived in and realistic. Now I'm going to move on to mascara. I'm going to curl my lashes very lightly. Right, loving that. Next, I'm going to take mascara. This is the Westman Atelier mascara, which I have been obsessing over. It's so good. And I'm going to just apply a light coat, because again, I want this to be a very light, feels like could be at the beach makeup look. Then we're going to take a little bit of powder and just set my T-zone really quickly. I'm going to use the Westman Atelier one. Love this one. This is a great one for having in your bag. And just right in the T-zone and a little bit under the eyes. We are lightly powdered. I'm loving this makeup look, you guys. It's just so good. So the next, what we're going to do is we're actually going to move on to the lips, and we have a new lip product from Tower 28, and this is their Lip Softy, or am I? No, yeah, Lip Softy, and I got the shade, I think it's Ube Vanilla. Ube Vanilla, I believe. I'm going to link everything down below, and I just want to show you this shade because it's so pretty. That looks very intense. It doesn't look that intense on the lips. I'm going to apply it without a lip liner and with a lip liner just so you can see, but let's do without a lip liner first. It is so pretty. This is also super hydrating. There's so many tinted lip products that have come out recently. I'm fully aware. I feel like everyone has new lip products or lip balm, tinted lip balm fatigue. But this is really nice. It's super hydrating. It has enough pigment, but not so much. I mean, this looks crazy, but once you kind of blend it out, you realize it's not that much, but you can build it up depending on how much product you actually use. But this is super nice, super hydrating. I like the scent. It's a very light vanilla scent, I should say. I think, I'm not good at deciphering scents, to be honest, but I think it's a light vanilla scent, but it's not overpowering. And this is really nice for just running out the door. The tint is very nice, and I got the darker shade because I wanted to see if it was going to be clingy to dry patches or anything, but it's not clinging to any dryness, as we all know. my lips are always so dry, it doesn't cling, and so you don't have a patchiness, which is really nice. Now what I want to do is apply it with a lip liner, because I've also really been loving applying this with a lip liner. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to just remove this. I'm going to take this lip liner from Jones Road. This is the shade Rosewood, I believe. Did I grab the right one? Yeah, Rosewood. And I'm just going to, okay. Can I get it together? Just getting it all over my face. I love this lip liner. The formula is amazing, but this shade specifically is a very Your Lips, but a little bit better shade from my natural lip color, which is great. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this. I didn't put it all over my lips. I just kind of lined it, and I left kind of the center a little bit bare. It's so pretty, you guys. Oh, I love it. This lip combination is it. I feel like spring, summer, any season, this specific color, but this combination is just it. For me, at least. It's so good. I love it. I do love the more berry tone, but it is a berry that doesn't feel like it's doing too much or trying too hard or is too intense, where it feels like it's not wearable for every day. This is a very wearable, more berry toned lip color that works with a lot of different lip liners. I've used it with brown lip liners, pink lip liners, this more kind of neutrally pink-ish mauve toned lip liner. It's just really, really good. I love it, and I'm a really big fan of this. This and the Ole Henriksen one that I have in the like cocoa shade have been my kind of go-to grab constant, because they're super hydrating. And I currently have been working on how to get my lips to stop peeling, because I know I'm part of the problem, but also I've always had naturally really peely lips. And I think I have found, I cannot wait to do a video on this, because I know a lot of you also have like just Sahara dry lips. I think I have found the perfect combination of products. That doesn't have to necessarily all be lip products, but like perfect combination of products that has completely changed how peely my lips have been over the last 2 days. I'm going to keep doing it for about a couple months, but I'm really excited. And yeah, that's it for this video. That is it for new makeup today. I would love to know down below which products intrigue you. Does this intrigue you? I know this has kind of been controversial for some people because it does pill. It's not going to work for everyone, and it does cling to dryness. However, I would love to know your thoughts on this. If you've used it or if you haven't used it, do you think you're going to try it out? Let me know down below. I also would love to know, what do you think of at least this shade of kind of a multi-stick blush product? Do you like it? I'm obsessed with it right now. It is so, so good. But I would love to know down below what you guys think. And also let me know. I just want to know if you think you're going to try any of these products, if any of these products intrigue you. Leave a comment down below. And I know there's so many launches coming. And don't worry, I'm going to be reviewing everything, but I'm definitely going to be like testing everything out. But I would really like to know down below which ones you're the most interested in. I already have placed a ton of orders. There's one that's coming, I believe, next week that I think a lot of people are really intrigued by. So don't worry, I'm grabbing her. But I would love to know down below what else you kind of are excited to see a review on. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.